this thing on? Let's see. Is it on? I think so. Hello? Am I on? Hello? Is it on? Is it on? I think so. Yeah. Hello? Hello? Okay. We're getting there. Let's see here. Now I'm going to see if I can stream my phone. And then let's see here. How do I stream my phone? Audience, you can just go to the bathroom or whatever you need to do because I'm still getting ready. I got to make sure this thing works. All right. Phone in use. Oh, yeah. Oh, see, that won't work if I can't use my phone like that. Right, I forgot. All right. Let's see. Phone in use. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here, my phone. I need to capture my phone. Okay. She's sneezing. Fine. Okay. I'll just play the game first. All right. Let's see. Why don't you see that? Oh. Nope. That one, that one. Yeah, let's just play the game for a little bit. Then I'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah. This is a grown-up video. A little loud. There. Hello. Okay. All right. Pretty good. They're working. Okay, I gotta check to make sure these TikToks are working. Okay, like, do I see my TikTok? If you're trying to chat, it's hard for me to chat in two places at once. So I don't know which one I'm gonna be on. Either the TikTok or the YouTube. I don't know which. Let me see. I see both. Dismiss. No, I don't want an offer. Make sure these. I don't want an offer. These TikToks are working. Okay. Okay. Chat. It's hard for me to chat in two places. Hard for me to breathe. Yeah. Let's see. So I don't know which one I'm gonna be. How do I mute either this? The TikTok or the YouTube. Very annoying. All right. Here we go. Birds. Okay. Can you see that? Oh no. What am I doing? Okay, wait. All right. Oh. Got her done. Got her done. Next. All right. Next. Okay, let's go next one. Guess I'm gonna break some things now. Got the little bluebirds. Okay. Okay, let me try something else here. If I go to, I don't want that. But if I go to my TikTok stream, I mean the videos. I want to show you some videos. Let's see. Do I? We're gonna try this. I hope it works. I hope I don't show you something I shouldn't. Let's see, that's not it. TikTok. TikTok. All right. What's this?
You're gonna talk to me like that. Don't do that, because I'm not gonna take that. I've had a long day. I've been up for 2 days. I'm
this
just
is
trying to go to
important.
sleep.
Listen.
I will shut up.
Who cares?
Please do.
Meta is building AI data centers the size of Manhattan, and it's just...
Let's talk about the real-life consequences.
Oh, we're gonna hate on AI
that are
today?
happening right now. So the AI that you're using, your social media.
I'm not using it.
Guys, listen to this. Nearly
kidding.
500 tons of emergency food set on
Why am
fire.
I getting such lame
Remember
shit?
all that
You're showing up for your patients as best as you can to accept all insurers. You're performing procedures pro bono.
Oh, this is Elizabeth, the doctor who got fired for complaining about insurance. She's very interesting. Elizabeth Proctor, is that her name? She's one definitely to keep an eye on. She's Elizabeth Potter. What's her?
You're being the best doctor that you can by minimizing time that the surgery needs. And then you're like, well, I'm not doing enough. And you're like, I'm going to put my own money.
Overproduced though. Sorry,
It's
I
not
can't deal
normal
with
to
it.
go to the grocery store, buy 7 items, and it comes out to $80.
Yeah,
Multiple
well.
screens in front of you because one of them is ChatGPT. You're a hypocrite.
Where are my hands?
Turn your phone screen around. Show the other people the other side.
I'm not on a phone, but I actually do have my...
Move the monitor. Show them your screens.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds
You
good.
can't do that because you know.
I want to share with you the story of how I lost my dad to MAGA in the
Yeah,
GOP.
let's hear about that.
My dad is a 20-year U.S. Air Force veteran. He retired when I was in high school, and I'm 50 now, so he's been retired for a long time. He's almost 80 years old.
Wait a second. I
For as
just
long as
got
can
this
remember, he
message.
votes
Is that for real?
Republican. He swears
Hold on
that
a
he votes
second.
for the best candidate.
Hold on. What is this? In my chat on my YouTube? It's from Karen, of course. A number 2 queen. Is that your home? It looks messy. You need to clean. My home is a sprawling 6,400 square foot, and it is clean and pristine. What does pristine mean? You press it a lot? I guess that is what happens when you have a perfect life. #blessed. Well, good for you, Karen. Good for you. Really happy for your pristine home that you press a lot. Maybe now you can go to grammar classes now that you're, maybe now that you're, all clean and everything, you can take lessons.
I know for a fact that he always votes Republican.
Okay.
My dad hates Democrats.
Do you need the music, though? Okay,
Hates
that's fine.
them. No rational justification for why, just does. Surprise. He raised 2 Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
So back in March, when things started looking like, oh, this is going to get bad, I posted this picture
Oh,
on my Facebook profile. The
I'm gonna
next
move
day,
my camera.
I get an email from him.
I don't like the way I
And that
look
email
from the
basically
side.
said,
Let me see.
for the first
Hope I
time,
don't break
Multiple
it.
screens in front of you because one of them is ChatGPT. You're a hypocrite.
Where are my hands?
How did that
Turn your
happen?
phone screen around. Show the other people the other side.
Getting
I'm not
my
on a
job.
phone, but I actually do have my...
Move the
Is that
monitor.
less
Show them your
pristine?
screens.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds
You
good.
can't do that because
Like
you know
that.
that I'm right.
No, over here we
Shut
have
the fuck up.
I'm going to share with you the story
Go
of
back
how
to
I lost
her.
my dad.
Sorry, I'm just
to
settling in while
MAGA
my wife
the
gets ready to go to
GOP.
her
My dad
dance
is
class.
a 20-year U.S. Air Force veteran.
chill.
He retired when
Does
I
I
was
have
in high
24
school, and I'm 50
viewers?
now, so he's been retired for a long
Can't be
time. He's
right.
almost 80 years
How
old.
does Restream
For as
know how
long as
many
can
viewers I
remember, He
have
votes
on the other platform?
Republican.
I'm very
He
confused.
swears that he
TikTok
votes for the
Live.
best
Oh,
candidate.
sorry, you should
But I
listen.
know for a fact that he always votes Republican. My dad hates Democrats. Hates them. No rational
I guess I'm just
justification
gonna
for
stick with
why,
the YouTube
just
channel.
does. Surprise.
Wait, where am I looking?
He raised 2 Democrats. So back in March,
Boring.
when things started looking like, oh,
Bit of
this is
fart.
going to get bad, I posted this picture
Okay.
on my Facebook profile.
Boring. Sorry.
So the radiation exposure
Don't
that
care.
We are finally seeing the consequences of letting AI pollute.
Oh, leave ChatGPT alone
I didn't
already.
invite those 2 guys to anything.
People are complaining about ChatGPT using too much energy. Okay, how about, Bitcoin uses too much energy too. And you know what else uses too much energy? All this social media bullshit, which is a waste of fucking time.
We had a guy named Rand Paul Jr.
You don't give a shit about climate change. Don't pretend you do. If you give a shit about climate change, go out and march against, climate change, Because we're not doing shit. America's not doing anything about it. Nothing. We are doing nothing. We've pulled out of all the climate agreements, and we're doing nothing. We're doing less than every single country on the planet because we've just decided we don't give a fuck about climate change because we're capitalists and all we care about is tomorrow and today. So, you know what? ChatGPT is the least you have to worry about. Why don't you get all the private jets to stop? Why don't you make private jets illegal? How about that?
He's known as Rand Paul Jr. in the House. He always votes no. And we had somebody else. I did him a big favor, and I said,
I don't really want to hear from Madam Cankles.
he's not going to.
Does anybody else think it's a little bit weird that children are too young to know anything about their orientation or gender, but
Why are you eating popcorn? I don't
old
understand.
enough to learn about eternal conscious torment and substitutionary atonement and making a lifelong permanent commitment to Jesus Christ and Christianity?
Whatever.
It was a bad week for Broadway, which was largely expected.
ICE is changing their tactics because the people are forcing them to. Late yesterday, ICE requested immigrant families to report to this unmarked building behind us.
I don't know. It's hard for me to concentrate on what she's talking about with that hot Luke. It's making me hot.
How are some of y'all going around living life not caring what people think about you?
I remember that I don't actually know what you're thinking about me. I just know what I think you might be.
Fascinating.
Time marker for the death of the mighty.
A recurring bummer in my life is finding out that a brand that I thought was a small local business is actually owned by a crazy multinational conglomerate. Like Tom's of Maine is owned by Colgate-Palmolive of New York. And Tom isn't the only one who feels like the commercial equivalent of a catfish. Justin.
Let's talk about the philosophy of resistance.
Senator Duckworth, are you signing on to the Tim Kaine resolution, the War Powers Act?
Oh, not that cunt. I'm not
Cuts
listening
to
to
Medicaid
her.
and the One Big Beautiful
Fucking
Bill
Code
Act,
Pink.
around almost $1 trillion,
Hate her.
are simply due to people milking the system and removing those people from Medicaid to make it more efficient. Is exactly the viewpoint and the policy point that I've seen on this
What do these
act,
crown
time
people
and
mean?
again supporting the
Me-
bill.
on
And
my
as a health
chat? What does that
economist who
mean?
has studied
Number one,
healthcare
bro?
financing,
Are you just
including
scrolling
Medicaid,
homophobia
for the last
TikTok?
10 years, I want to
I'm
talk
not a
about
bro,
this
so
line
I don't know
in
how to
particular.
answer that.
Specifically, when we're talking about eliminating.
I'm about to show
y'all a trick I learned when I.
I'm not a bro. I don't know what that means, bro. What does bro mean?
So yesterday I was interrogated and held by Border Control for 5 hours, where they told me I'm lucky I'm not in Uzbekistan, or they would just beat me to get access to my phone.
Another hot Luke.
As well as
A lot of you have asked what I do between shows at Hamilton on Broadway.
Oh, yeah,
so come
I
along
did
with me
ask
between
that.
my two
I
shows
did ask
today. We had a
that.
1 p.m. matinee, so we got out at 4 p.m. First, I hobbled my legs all the way up to the 6th floor where my dressing room is. I did a quick physical cool down after 3 hours of intense.
Oh, Brian Arnold thinks that climate changes all the time. He doesn't understand science. 10 minutes ago, I was cutting grass. And you're a bot, Brian, because nobody on Earth is that stupid. Next.
It's good to stretch everything out again. Then I got on my street.
That's a waste of AI right there. That is a waste. Brian Arnold, who doesn't believe in climate change because he's a bot, is a waste of computing cycles and water. So I agree. Ban AI because of that.
Kim Jong-un has banned foreign tourists
Oh,
from visiting
Un,
North Korea's
you make me so
new beach
happy.
resort
You and
just
the
weeks after it
Eggman.
opened. The resort opened on July 1st in Wonsan.
How does... I don't understand how they make money. Like, how does North Korea have all the money to buy the missiles? Where do they get money from? I don't understand. Aren't they closed off, or do they get money from another country anyway?
A guy in first class asked if he could smoke a cigarette, and when I said no,
Oh, who cares?
Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show.
Oh,
On our
he's
continued journey to
bozo.
half a million.
Kiss Trump's ass, and now he makes money for not kissing Trump's ass. What is this? The hell is... Oh, okay.
I have a friend who just came out to me.
Okay, good.
This is dedicated to the haters in the front holding.
I don't care.
This woman came up to the bar yesterday and said, "Do you guys still have frappuccinos?"
I don't care.
While you were enjoying your coffee this morning, Trump's cronies got an email that will ruin their week. My name is Colette. I'm the founder and executive director of Stand Up for Science, and in partnership...
Okay.
The more you stay home, the less you want to leave. And the more you stay, the heavier everything feels.
Whatever.
Part 2 of the timeline of the Epstein files, and you guys, this is where it gets
Oh my
hot.
God, everybody's so into the Epstein files. You know what? I just don't care. I don't care because can't we... This is the same thing. Democrats focusing on taking... and other people, but mainly the Democrats, focusing on taking Trump down with a scandal that's based on conspiracy instead of talking about the actual actions he does in office, which is offensive because half the country agrees with this stuff, like putting brown people in jail and torturing them and sticking them in Alligator Island. Yeah, which gets attention on the press for 5 days after it opens and then nobody gives a fuck. Taking away all the funding for PBS and NPR so that all we get is propaganda. Taking away funding for climate change, firing all the scientists of the EPA. But no, we're going to talk about a stupid conspiracy theory that has no proof. Get a fucking life, bitches.
I just got the call from my stage manager that I'm on. Fuck, I'm nervous.
Yes, I care so much about you.
Okay, so maybe he's on that list and he went to that island, but only to investigate.
But I don't understand why.
That's AI slop. That's a waste of AI. I have no problem with AI, but I do have a problem with wasting AI to produce stupid fake MAGA people. No offense, Debbie.
Look at this. Greenland is actually 14 times smaller than Africa. This distortion makes northern countries appear dramatically larger.
I find this interesting.
Are. Some argue this wasn't accidental.
Maps.
When you look at a map,
touch grass. Really? Can you please stop using cliches? I really hate when people use cliches to express themselves. Touch grass is something you just have read on the internet hundreds of times. You're telling me I'm chronically online, so I use the same cliches that everybody else uses. You're a robot too.
50 shot of getting just on who you are getting in trouble.
They annoy me, the Krasensteins. You know why? Because they used to be like, a few years ago on Twitter, I would see them all the time just commenting on random people's stuff. They just kind of were spammers, and then they turned into somehow they got legitimate. It's weird. Okay, how did this screen change? How did this screen change? I don't understand it. For you, I guess I'll go back. They try to get me to watch lives, which are boring. Yeah, which I don't understand why anybody's watching this one. Where did my sound go? Oh, here. Now I want to see. Now my sound is gone. Oh, I got to press the sound button. I'm old. Give me a break. Here.
Healthcare is a modern, radical idea. Well, the US almost had it in 1945. No insurance companies, no surprise bills, just healthcare for all.
Tech diva for cybersecurity. We need NPR. We need the people think that journalism funded by the government is somehow biased. It's not. It's as unbiased as you can get. What's biased is when you have corporate media that's funded by corporations that clearly have agendas. And look at what happened to Colbert this week. Just there's lawsuits now by I think one of the writers' unions, and they're suing. Who are they suing? I guess they're suing. I don't know who they're suing. CBS, maybe? Saying that he was sued as a bribe, basically. They're accusing CBS of taking a bribe by Trump, that the only way that they would get this deal passed to sell CBS or, to whoever it is, Peacock or some humongous corporation, which really shouldn't be legal, for one huge media corporation to own another corporation that contains news, but it's legal because of Reagan and all the other assholes. NPR sucked. Michael, why do you think NPR sucked? Because they didn't agree with you? Because you believed in fiction and they believe in fact? No, it's not one-sided. They report facts. I'm sorry if you don't like them. Tell me something that was inaccurate from that NPR reported, Michael. Are you a robot too? Probably. This whole fucking platform is retarded.
I think universal health care is a modern, radical idea. Well, the US almost had it in 19...
And what is less biased than NPR, Michael? Tell me something. What is less biased than NPR? Tell me that.
45. No insurance companies, no surprise bills,
Fox?
just health care.
Is Fox less biased, Michael? Robot?
For all. But then...
Wait, let's look at Robot. Let's look at Michael's page. Let's see. Go to channel. Let's see, Michael. Let's put him on here on my screen. Michael. Oh, you've got 3 videos, Michael. Oh, you've got 3 videos. Cold Start, 1969 Triumph, a car. And then April 24th, another car. And then another car the same day. Oh, I'm sure you're not a robot. And look at your name, Michael #EWM. I'm sure you're not like a phone in a giant rack in India somewhere, or China or Russia, right? I'm sure you're real, right?
Okay, I'm inside my Triumph 69 GT6 Plus.
Yeah.
It hasn't been started for a week,
right.
approximately
I'm sure that's
1 week.
Very legitimate. Okay. Right.
American Medical
really
Association,
credible.
big...
Really credible stuff. People want unbiased. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, she got nothing. Okay, here. Oh, Katie Keurig.
I think most people don't understand that Medicaid is the backbone of children's health care in the United States. It is the largest insurer for children in South Carolina and...
Oh, PSA, why am I getting communist vibes? Why am I getting idiot vibes? I feel like I'm getting idiot vibes for somebody who sees something about the fact that humans in America should all get health care because the rest of the world gets free health care. We don't. We get fucked up the ass. And you call that communism? I'm getting idiot vibes, PSA. Should I look at your... yeah, let's look at yours, too. Are you a communist? No, I'm not a communist, and I don't give a fuck. What if I was a communist? What if I was a communist? Then what? Fucking moron. Okay, look. Let's see. Are you a communist? Oh, great comeback. We shouldn't have health care because a podcaster might be a communist. Okay. Is that what you think? If somebody... that free healthcare means communism. And so you would rather have the Kardashians on TV every 5 seconds and Jeff Bezos and his whore wife with her horrible mask, and people worshiping that. That's what you want, right? So what are you other than a fake a robot? Let me see. Let's see. Oh, you are the meanest. Oh, you are kind of meanest. You are kind of like not a real person. Robots always use like really bad English on purpose. Oh, you are meanest. Oh, you are robot in rack. Let me see. Let's go to your channel. This is not what I intended this to be. Oh, look. 0. Nothing. Join June 3rd, 2025. Nothing. PSA 171. You're a fucking bot. You're a bot. Why are you doing this to me? Are you trying to prove that Trump has fans? Why would somebody sponsor a bot? which is basically everybody on my channel right now. Why? Are you trying to pretend? Is the idea that Trump has actual people that support him? No. Nobody supports this fucking fascism, okay? So fuck off. Let's watch my stuff.
They charge our private insurance companies, and the private insurance companies are going to therefore raise our premiums. And that's how they're going to initially start to compensate for this giant removal of billions of dollars from the healthcare system. Hospitals are also going to freeze hirings. They're going to cut back on staff. They're going to close down service lines, and they're going to close hospitals. And eventually the entire system will collapse. So this is unsustainable, this coordinated attack on our nation's healthcare system.
Oh, no, wait a second. Mr. Wonderful says the stream is lame and he's out. I'd better just completely change the content here. Let me show a booty dance. Let's see. Booty dance. I don't want to lose, who did I say? Mr. Wonderful. I don't want booty dance. Let me give something that he can process. Here, how about that? Is this good for... Oh, no, first you have to sit by the ad because we're not communists. And communists, love ads. Okay, let's see. Okay, skip. See, is that good? Will that make you stay? Wait, where's the sound? You like that? How's that, Mr. Wonderful? Can I keep you, please? Anywho. There you go. Back to actually giving a shit about the world.
Yes, it's devastating. I think most people don't understand that Medicaid is the backbone of children's health care in the United States.
Oh, she must be a communist because she thinks children should have health care. What a horrible person.
It is the largest insurer for children in South Carolina and in the country. In South Carolina.
Once again, tide is shrinking down.
Don't care.
So y'all happy?
Here we go.
Are you happy? Please tell me. Because look, this morning.
Can you speak up? I can't hear you. Next.
Joining us now is someone who was in the room.
Sheldon Whitehouse. I like him. He's funny.
Rhode Island. He joined his Democratic colleagues in walking out of that meeting. Senator, what made you decide to walk out?
The rules of the Judiciary Committee provide very clearly for the motion that Senator Booker was
Stop talking about your car. We don't believe that you're real.
Judge, in this
stop
case, Emil Bovee,
robotics.
was a nominee to a new...
Can I please have somebody watch this that is not a robot? I'm getting very annoyed. Like, why do I waste my Saturday talking to robots?
Jersey Circuit Court seat. So Corey has a particular interest in this judge. And
boring.
It's not the scandal, it's the cover-up. And if the president...
A few hours from returning from our honeymoon, I was put in a gray tracksuit and shackles immediately. I was handcuffed for 16 hours without
This is what Trump supporters did. So remember that when you have your friends or your family that are Trump supporters, congratulate them for committing crimes against humanity.
Part of the world
like
where
this one.
I don't know where I'm going and what I'm doing or anything. They had 2 failed deportations, and I was not allowed to make a phone call to my attorney or my husband.
Americans coming to the UK, these are just a few little things that you need to know before you step foot off the plane.
Like what?
Stop tipping like it's New York City. You're going to make it hard for the locals who live here.
Oh, that's dumb.
No! Hey!
Don't care.
I just listened to Professor G podcast with Heather Cox Richardson the other day, and I highly recommend.
Here's what it's like to audition for a Broadway show.
Why can't TikTok adjust the audio levels?
G podcast with
You
Heather
know,
Cox Richardson the other
I
day,
can't
and
hear
I
her,
recommend it.
and the other one is too loud.
Here's what it's like to audition for a Broadway show as a girly under 30.
I don't care.
Shopify changed
And why are we using the word
Here's what it's like to
girly?
audition for a
I hate how language is. Like, why are we all saying girly now and then touch grass? Like, the way people all use the same dumb expressions, just basically saying, they're chronically online. They came to our country illegal. No, they did not come to our country illegal. That's an adjective. They came to our country illegally. Illegally. It's an adverb. You're using it to describe the word came. So, illegal is an adjective, okay? Illegally is an adverb, which is what you want to use. You want to use an adverb, hot rod. So maybe the next time you want people to take you seriously, maybe graduate from grammar school first.
Shopify changed my life. Before I decided to start a business, I was stuck working.
All right, so Miller
wants to get rid of 1 million people. By the way, the statistics show that about 4% of our workforce is undocumented immigrant. And that's a lot, okay? And they're mostly concentrated in agriculture, construction.
Like how I knew that before she said it. How you like that? Next.
John Adams?
Oh, God.
So we just got the full principal cast for Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl, and honestly, I cannot wait to see this. So we already had 4 of these cast members announced before today.
There's been a lot of discussion about the Epstein files and the president's comments yesterday calling it a hoax. Can you clarify which part of the Epstein hoax is the hoax part?
The president is referring to the fact that Democrats have now seized on this, as if they ever wanted transparency when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, which is an asinine suggestion for any Democrat to make. The Democrats
I love how, it's one thing, it's Trump's brand to insult everyone and call people stupid. Okay, fine. But why do his minions have to, when they do the same thing, when they call journalists and Democrats stupid and use these, demeaning words, it's just, it doesn't work.
Which they did.
There's been a lot of discussion about the Epstein files.
To you people that hate immigrants, and usually you hate them while you're eating an apple, which I find hilarious. Here are a few things invented by Hispanic immigrants. You ready? Color television. Yeah, you know that thing you watch Fox News bitch about immigrants on? Invented by an immigrant. So you can't.
And every day's a testicle.
I hate
You ever notice how when people talk about Lyndon Baines Johnson, it's always Vietnam? The war, the protests, the body count. And yeah, that blood is on his hands.
I need a break. I want the birds again. Oh, this is annoying. It's getting me stressed out. I'm going to go Angry Birds a little bit. I'm going to play some Angry Birds and we can maybe just play that game. How do I do this? Blackbird, Redbird. What am I supposed to do? Press this? They make it too hard for like an old woman to play this. Okay. Where's the thing? Oh. I don't see the controller. Like, oh. See, it's all fucked. How am I supposed to play this game? You don't show me how. I don't understand it. Okay. Maybe I pressed... Oh, I had to zoom out. Boom. 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 Isn't this fun? More fun than talking about fucking immigration. With these bitchy people on my YouTube who aren't real. Is that better? Bitchy people on YouTube? Oh, now I'm bored with that too. Okay, let's go back.
That LBJ tried to build.
What did the bystanders do?
They
were. I'm a New Yorker bone on bone, and we're tough people here. But I saw cowards.
What are you talking about? I don't care.
So while you see 3 of us sitting here today speaking to you in our personal capacities, we are speaking on behalf of hundreds of NIH staff who are standing up together to say we dissent. Because what is happening?
Not one child should ever die because those bastards closed our hospital.
In May, the last hospital in Delaware County's Crozer system shut its doors. It had served working class communities for generations.
Okay, check this out. Kevin Spacey says to release the files, and in response to this post, Elon Musk says there was a bedroom in the back of that.
You're listed as the chair of the commission. Did you read the report and fact-check its sources prior to publication?
All of the facts.
Did you read the reports, and did you yourself, sir?
I did not fact check.
You did not fact check. So why then, as has
all
been widely reported, excuse me, sir, I'm speaking. Why then did the report include a citation to sources that don't even exist? How does that happen under your leadership, sir?
All of the foundational assertions that report are accurate.
They did not exist. How can they be accurate if they did not exist, sir?
Some of the citations,
in fact, my understanding is that even once the report was updated, more authors and researchers came forward stating that their research was misconstrued.
How about that?
This is quite unbelievable, sir. In fact,
that should be RFK Jr.'s
at UCLA. They have
drag
a great
name.
pre-med program. If somebody turned this in
that should be his
as
drag
an undergrad to their professor at UCLA, they would have received an F, sir.
Oh, dear.
An F
Not
for
an
the
F.
misinterpretation, the falsehoods.
I'm going to say something uncomfortable.
Okay.
And I don't care if it offends you because...
Mr. President.
Wait, I want to hear that.
I'm going to say something uncomfortable.
What is it?
And I don't care if it offends you because
Ooh.
it's the truth.
What is it?
There is a massive chunk of this country that is functionally stupid.
No kidding.
Not just
Well, they're all on my
not
YouTube right now.
misinformed.
No
I'm
offense.
talking about people who lack the
No
ability
offense.
to
No
process
offense,
facts,
audience.
apply logic, or think critically.
True.
I've stopped trying to win MAGA over, so if you're MAGA and you want to pick a fight with me, don't waste your time, because I won't waste mine.
Okay, but Mr.
President, the emphasis on Epstein is truly...
Okay, I got to talk about this guy. He looks like a hairy spoon. He is so ugly. I can't get past any of what he says, this Charlie Kirk. He looks like a spoon with hair at the top. Like if you took a spoon and you dipped it in like yogurt and then you stuck it in a where you were shaving, like the hair, and it picked up the hair with the yogurt that was on the spoon. That's what he looks like to me.
The best intentions of your most loyal followers.
Kind of like
have an understanding.
Actually, he kind of looks like Butthead on Beavis and Butthead. Let me just pull that up real quick. Butthead. Let me see, just a real Butthead. Yeah, see? That's Butthead on the left. It's totally Charlie Kirk as Butthead. See that? See that? That's Butthead. I don't know if I can zoom in. I'm kind of an idiot with this computer, but I've only been doing this for 2 decades. But yeah, that's Charlie Kirk as Butthead. Well, I'm glad we've accomplished something, right? Charlie Kirk as Butthead.
I'm in New York City.
Sorry.
Mr. President, the emphasis on Epstein
Mr. President
is truly the best intentions of your most loyal followers. Have an understanding of your supporters and your followers here, and know that they're not trying to take you out.
Bringing this into the public arena was President Trump.
Shut up.
I'm in New York City, and here's how you can watch 3 Broadway shows in one day.
Oh, how did my...
I'm in New York City, and here's how you can watch 3 Broadway shows. I'm in New York City.
Oh, please.
Lower
I can't deal with that.
I just had 15 people come into the restaurant 10 minutes to close, so I open up with, "Hi guys, we close in just a few."
We have some huge news right now. FBI officials were specifically told to flag any Epstein-related document that referenced Donald Trump in their thorough review, according to Senator Dick Durbin, who's the leader of the Democrats on the Senate Judiciary Committee. Now, Durbin went on to say that there are thousands of documents related to Jeffrey Epstein that the FBI was essentially reviewing over the past several months, thousands of records that the public has never seen. But what's significant is that FBI officials were literally told, those reviewing the documents, to flag anything that referenced Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Now, there may be a couple reasons for that. Number one, these documents are never going to see the light of day if they mention Donald Trump. Number two, it's significant that they're specifically told to flag Donald Trump. It's significant given that he's the president of the United States, and if he wasn't in the files, then they wouldn't be told that. It wouldn't make any sense. So some significant news.
East, the West, and the South. You will shake America with your power and your glory. We cancel every assignment of the enemy.
The fuck is this?
Nation was birthed to be one nation under God, and we are standing on the soil of the white.
Karl Marx wrote about labor being a commodity. How's attention a commodity here?
Yeah, I think this is the best sort of analog we have is the way that Marx talked about labor.
This is so interesting because like 20 years ago, when I was in the early days of podcasting, there's a show called The Gilmore Gang, Steve Gilmore and a bunch of people that are really, heavy hitters in the tech industry, and they used to do the show called The Gilmore Gang, and they talked like every week about the attention economy, and I was always like, what the fuck? This was 20 years ago. And they predicted all of this, and it's here.
Labor is something that massively predates capitalism. Like, people have been doing stuff as long as people have been around, right? Yeah, so, like, the sum total of your toil and effort is a thing that humans have always had, right?
And you were able to dial in by, like, this is how much you're...
boring, though.
Hi.
Next.
Anne Frank wasn't hiding from ICE. She wasn't avoiding deportation.
Landsman, Javier, you might not know the history of our people here. This is...
The president has surrounded himself with what he calls the best people. Also,
whatever.
Hi, everyone.
I'm switching to my following the people I'm following because I'm getting a little annoyed here. Let me see. Go to previous. Oh, I have keyboard shortcuts now. How wonderful.
This other update about Andy Byron.
Hey guys,
oh,
it's
she's
Dr.
wonderful.
Potter. I cannot believe that it's been less than a week, and you guys showed up so huge to help. So
she just got out of the shower.
A week ago, I was.
Only 29% of Russians have passports.
This is my foreign passport. But guess what? We travel with local passports. And every person who's 14 plus years old have this passport.
Actually, the journalist is right about Russia.
Are you completely...
We have some news right now. Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, is calling on President Barack Obama and senior officials in the Obama administration to be prosecuted. Yes, I am serious. Tulsi
For
Gabbard,
what?
who is the director of national intelligence and in charge of America's intelligence community, essentially, is calling on Obama to be prosecuted for alleged treasonous activities associated with the 2016 presidential election. Gabbard is now saying that Barack Obama and senior officials manufactured evidence against Donald Trump related to the now debunked Steele dossier, in her own words, related to Russian interference in the 2016 election. And as a result, Obama, in her opinion, has been referred to for criminal prosecution to the Department of Justice. Now, here's my take on this. Tulsi Gabbard has been not in the good graces of this president ever since everything that happened with Iran.
This is really
a way to get back in the
psychotic.
president's good graces and to remain.
So cynical.
Here's the actual reason.
This guy's wonderful.
According to me.
Hi,
I'm Dr. Owen Scott Muir.
Just
I'm a
watch.
child, adolescent, and adult
He
psychiatrist.
exposes a lot of horrible health care.
And I work with
denials.
suicidal people, often youth. Jeffrey Epstein is dead. However, the product he was selling, human children, that was really popular. The scale of how popular that was is important to understand. Just one of his bank accounts had over 4,000 wire transfers totaling over 1.1 billion.
I wouldn't normally ask you about this, but Jeffrey Epstein's case is now front and center for this administration. It is tying up the FBI, it seems, in knots with Pam Bondi, the Justice Department, the top two leaders of the FBI who've been on podcasts spreading, conspiracy theories about this for years, now in a position of authority. People are turning on the president. Where should this go?
To be very honest, I don't know a whole lot about this. But all that I do know is that you're right. Trump and his friends campaigned and said, when we are elected, we're going to open up all of the files and you're going to see all these terrible things, presumably Democrats and so forth and so on. That's what he said to his people. And they say, okay, you're the president, open up the files. And now they're saying, oh, we can't open up the files. We choose not to open up the files. So I think above and beyond what may or may not be in the files, whether they're
boring.
So I just returned from a business trip,
see what
so I
she
haven't been
says. I
able to
like
create
her.
much content, but I have been reading and taking it in. And please, if you enjoy my content, interact.
If a woman tells me no.
And the American public has a right to know, were you lying the whole time or are you covering up for your friends?
I understand
You just
that.
don't get to walk away.
But how do you get...
This began because...
Oof, Trump supporters, are you okay? It's been a really rough morning for you. Your guy, Donald Trump, has already called you weaklings for caring about Jeffrey.
I
Too
called
much
Senator
Epstein.
Cory Booker's office this morning to tell him.
Just follow the facts.
Epstein.
Yeah, I just got called in. I hate working weekends. I'm supposed to be off.
Whatever.
And if you pay attention, most of the howling about the big, beautiful bill reduces to the fundamental fact that President Trump
I hate
believed
the way he talks. Fundamental. No, fundamental, not fundamental.
that Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security ought to go to the American people, not to illegal aliens who don't have the right to be here.
Are you ready for it?
Is that why you made all the paperwork so that nobody will be able to get it without having to prove you're sick every couple months?
Breach of the judicial oath and a threat to the rule of law. Every litigant, regardless of politics, isn't.
There's a strong possibility, MAGA, that you and the quote-unquote fake news may just be on the same side, looking for the exact same thing and trying to expose all the same bad play.
I hear back and forth. I mean, do pediatricians get incentivized?
We thought it wouldn't be a problem to go to work as
I wonder why it is, do you think, that of all the conspiracy theories over the years that Donald Trump has helped to fuel, that...
I'm going to go to the ones I retweeted and favorited, maybe. Let's try that.
Is it just me, or does it feel like America is looking away right when it should be paying attention?
How did you get over to the side,
I mean,
dude?
just this week, the U.S. has slipped deeper into a darker authoritarian place.
We have some big news right now. The Murdochs are not backing down, and this war between Donald Trump and the Murdochs is only growing bigger. The Murdochs are one of the most powerful media families in the entire.
It's interesting that of all the people to fight back, the Democrats are caving like pussies, but the Murdochs are fighting. The Murdochs are famous for being right-wingers. So the people that actually have the guts to stand up to Trump are right-wingers. Now, I've heard people, sort of have this conspiracy, well, they're doing that because they want to get rid of Trump and get Vance in office. Okay, well, that's possible. But the fact remains they're standing up. They're fighting him, and all these law firms and these media companies are not. And that's good.
Country. They own Fox News, they own the Wall Street Journal, and now they're going to war against Donald Trump after Trump sued them in the Southern District of Florida. In a new statement from the Wall Street Journal, it says, quote, "We will have full confidence in the rigor and accuracy of our reporting, and we will vigorously defend against any lawsuit." Now, here's the thing. This opens up Donald Trump to discovery if this lawsuit proceeds. Discovery about Jeffrey Epstein, discovery about his relationship with Epstein. He'll have to sit for a deposition. I mean, this is not what Trump would want. As an attorney actually practiced in the Southern District of Florida, there are some judges who are favorable. Probably
So they'll dismiss it, and then Trump will pretend it never happened.
Is it just me, or does it
Media
feel
will
like
suck his
America
balls.
is looking away?
Wait, we already did that.
We have some big
This is a massive story that I don't want to fly under the radar with all the
Yes.
Trump Epstein stuff. The
Let's
Trump
talk about
administration
this.
just announced it's going to eliminate the Environmental Protection Agency's Office of Research and Development and begin firing hundreds of government scientists. Make sure you spread the word on this, because that means chemists, biologists,
legs.
toxicologists, people who study wildfire smoke, fracking pollution, toxic chemicals in our water will soon be out of a job. This office is basically the backbone.
Yeah, see, this is happening with Epstein. This guy's pointing it out, this Midas guy. And that's good, because you have to point out that we're being distracted. While we're being distracted by Epstein, and it's basically a conspiracy. I don't really give a shit about it either way. I mean, I give a shit about, you know, these horrible crimes that Epstein did, but I don't give a shit about this conspiracy because, you know, I just don't. I don't. I really just, personally, I don't believe that it's real. I think there was just nothing there. I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, Epstein was a horrible criminal, but that doesn't mean everybody he associated with was like trafficking children like Epstein was, you know? So, and if you have proof of it, fine, but I don't think there's proof of it. Trump used that conspiracy to get elected, and there's nothing there, and now he has to deflate it, and he's having a hard time because that's why his base put him in the office, but there's nothing there, so they're all fucked. So let's talk about real issues. And I'm not a dude, little brain games, and you're not either because you're a robot.
Provides independent research to support public health
Don't
and
call me
environmental
dude.
regulations. For months, the Trump administration has been denying that they were going to do this, even after a leaked document exposed their plans. Now, after the Supreme Court gave Trump the green light to gut federal agencies, they're moving forward. This is
There are new questions about the shocking CBS decision to cancel the top-rated Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The network maintains
See, this is
it was a
important
purely
because
financial.
this is Trump silencing the media, okay? This is actual news you're being distracted by Epstein so you don't have to know about or discuss.
Decision, but some observers wonder about the timing, as Colbert is a frequent critic of President Trump, whose administration is currently overseeing a merger of CBS's parent company with Skydance Media. The Writers Guild of America, which represents writers on The Late Show, is asking New York Attorney General Letitia James to launch an investigation of that move. Their statement reads in part,
Letitia James is another person who has the balls to fight Trump. Good for her. I hope she does.
Translations are part of the business, but a corporation terminating a show in bad faith due to explicit or implicit political pressure is dangerous and unacceptable in a democratic
He almost
society.
said acceptable. I like
Also not buying the official explanation, Democratic Senator Adam Schiff, who was a guest on yesterday's taping of The Late Show.
Okay.
The senator posted on
fast-forward
social
this
media,
thing.
quote, if Paramount and CBS ended The Late Show for
There's a
political
fast-forward.
reasons,
Oops. Isn't there a fast forward button? Whatever.
the public deserves to know and deserves better. President Trump made no attempt to hide his feelings on the matter, writing on social media just this morning, I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his rating.
Beneath his feet. One source telling CNN that ad revenue
I love her. She's wonderful.
We have
I'm going to
some
play
news
this
right
because
now.
this
The
is
Writers Guild of
fantastic, and then I want to talk
America
about
is
it.
saying-
They are
This
trying
knitting
to...
cult lady, I really enjoy her.
This is a thing from Fred's that I
Again,
hope a lot of you will relate
TikTok doesn't know. For such a popular platform, it sure is a shitty user interface, you know?
It's by someone named the Cafe Scrolls.
No, I'm not
I
going
asked
to
my
play it.
therapist,
But it's
why
really
does my
interesting. It's
child-
basically about how if you don't remember your childhood, there's a good chance you experienced childhood trauma, which I certainly did. I was bullied terribly, and none of those fucking little pricks ever apologized to me. Like Matt Christoff, where are you? Are you still alive, or did you die of alcoholism and, you know, or something, or in prison? People were so abusive to me. Are those pussies behind her? It looks like clitorises. Anyway, I'm still waiting for my apology. And yeah, I forgot my childhood because I was bullied. I was choked. And shame on any of you who do that to people or did that to people. Oh, and if your kids are being bullied, you need to take note of it. You need to figure it out because, like, I didn't tell my parents because I was too ashamed. So if you have kids, you need to make sure that they're not being bullied. You have to watch out for signs. They may not admit it because they might be ashamed. So that's my PSA. Thanks.
She did.
We have some big news right now. The Writers Guild of America is saying that it has serious concerns that Paramount used the ending of CBS's Stephen Colbert show as a way to bribe Donald Trump into allowing a merger between Paramount and Skydance. According to Variety, in the statement, the labor union says it has significant concerns that the purpose of ending Stephen Colbert's show was because they wanted to bribe Trump into sanctioning the acquisition. Now, Colbert has repeatedly critiqued Donald Trump, having referenced Paramount's recent $16 million settlement as a, quote, big fat bribe. Now, Paramount, for its part...
Same improv teacher as Stephen Colbert, but he got successful, and I went into... I didn't. So, good for him.
Says that CBS ending Stephen Colbert's show is essentially a, quote, financial decision. But it does come at a time where Stephen Colbert has repeatedly attacked Donald
I just
Trump,
saw you because you're on
Paramount desperately needs Trump.
Kellaids, so I'm on 2 platforms right now, TikTok and YouTube. So I just saw your comment. I very much agree with her. But who are you talking about? Because I didn't see the comment until now. Were you talking? I don't think you're misgendering Aaron Parnas, right? So if you get back to it, please let me know.
Approval for a massive merger with Skydance. We'll see what happens next in the event. A lot of people are upset. Spread the word.
Why do these companies keep changing their name? I'd be interested to know what evidence. I want to see what evidence they have. That should be interesting. Okay, you know what? Let's ask Bissy, right? Can we do a Bissy real quick? Wait, I don't want you to see my Bissy talks. Let me hear your Bissy talk. Your Bissy. Hey, Bissy, are you there? Can you hear me? Oh.
Hey, Richard, I hear you loud and clear.
No, I'm Madge. This is a podcast.
Oh, got it. Hey, Madge, welcome to the podcast mode. What are we diving in?
Well, Bissy, what we're diving into is people are claiming that there's some lawsuit against Trump, I guess, about how Stephen Colbert got fired from CBS. They're saying that they're accusing CBS of taking a bribe from Trump, saying that getting rid of Trump is a bribe to have their merger with Skydance approved, with CBS's merger with Skydance approved. Can you please elaborate on that story and tell me if there's any evidence for that claim? Get on it.
Madge, there's a lot going on here. CBS has announced that The Late Show with Stephen Colbert will end in May 2026. This follows Colbert's criticism of a $16 million settlement between CBS's parent company, Paramount, and former President Donald Trump. Colbert called the settlement a big fat bribe, suggesting it was to gain favor for Paramount's merger with Skydance Media. The Writers Guild of America and several politicians are now calling for an investigation into whether Colbert's show was canceled for political reasons. CBS maintains that the decision was purely financial.
Yeah, so they don't have evidence yet, but I'll be interested to see what happens with that. So we'll see. I'm a person who believes in evidence, not accusations and conspiracies, so we'll see.
They are trying to silence the media. Wait, I don't think I made it clear enough. This administration wants to keep you uninformed about what's going on around you. If you haven't heard the news yet, Congress just passed a bill that cuts $1.1 billion of funding from the Corporation of Public Broadcasting.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
They are trying communities understand what's going on at a local level. As someone who used to work at a local news station.
By the way, let me
from the corporate.
This guy, I'm going to say his name just to plug him, not literally. Nick Network. Good for you see, this is why TikTok is great. When you use these platforms to spread the word and try and make things better and let people know when terrible shit is going on in the world. Spread awareness, spread your legs. So good for you for doing that. You could be shaking you could be just showing a VPL and dancing some stupid shit or talking about Broadway, but no, you're like really trying to do stuff. I appreciate that.
of public broadcasting. And why is this important? Well, this corporation helps a lot of communities understand what's going on at a local level. As someone who used to work at a local news station, I want to emphasize how important and vital these people are to keeping you all informed about your communities. You see, as a country...
True.
Yeah, so
Again, bad levels. Why can't you
A
adjust?
vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for war, likely World War III and nuclear war.
Oh, Pepe
A
Le
vote for Donald
Pew.
Trump is a vote for a man who wants to end wars, not
What a
start
fucking
them.
traitor. This moron. Moron.
If you see someone getting detained by ICE, the best thing that you can do to help them is collect information for their family.
Thank you, Rucksax, who says you're a success in my eyes, Madge. Thank you. I appreciate that. Number one, I appreciate that you're an actual human being and not a robot. Number two, I appreciate that you're not MAGA. Number three, I appreciate who you are, that you know who I am. And number four, I appreciate you for liking me.
If they're Spanish speakers, here's a couple of sentences that you can practice to try and help and gather information.
Okay.
¿Cómo se llama? What's your name? ¿Cuál es su fecha de nacimiento? When is your date of birth? But you can also yell fecha de nacimiento.
Or chupa mi vergota, that will work too.
I think they'll understand what information
Just kidding, that's not funny.
you're trying to get from them. Número de teléfono de su familia. Phone number for your family member. At this point, I'm hoping that you're recording so you can get down that information and you don't forget it. All we have is each other now, and we have to do what we can. I know that if it was my family, I would hope that someone is there to help us.
Adjust, but I guess
If you see someone getting detained by ICE, the best thing that you...
I need to get a...
Okay, y'all, so we have an insane update on Luigi, and trust me, you're going to want to hear this. So most of you guys already know who I'm talking about. It's a massive case, right? High profile. But now the prosecution, not the defense, the prosecution is the one who is getting called out. And it's not for some minor mistake. Luigi's legal team is accusing the Manhattan DA of violating federal law, specifically HIPAA. So here's what allegedly happened. The DA's office sent a subpoena to Aetna, who is Luigi's health insurance company. They were asking for records, but instead of going through the proper channels, they allegedly made up a fake court date, like literally wrote in a date that didn't exist, which was May 23rd. And they used that to pressure Aetna into handing over his...
When the orange turd presidency is over, it should be annulled. No library, no portraits, no titles, no honors, because it was a record of shame. I'm just saying, let's not honor him after he leaves.
Yep.
He showed us how fast the virus has spread among...
Great.
There's this old joke. A conspiracy theorist dies and goes to heaven.
I'm not going to play this, but this is worth watching, but it's too boring to watch now.
It's to the pearly gates.
Okay.
Oh, Rosie.
This is my 11th year as a professor. And what I've noticed, in a very unsettling way, is that our students, at least in America, I can't speak for other places.
How can a person be an ocean, Cotton? How can a person be an ocean? Sorry.
They are more and more self-conscious of trying. There's a kind of surveillance culture around social media. And they would say, I want to be a poet. I want to be a good writer, but it's a bit cringe. Right? This cringe culture is that I don't want to be perceived as trying and having an effortful attempt at my dreams.
I really relate. I relate to this a lot because it's true. You see all the everything. I think I kind of helped sort of start this culture in my show, just making fun of everything. All the cynicism and making fun of anybody who's trying to be serious and earnest is, and calling them cringe. It does have the effect of making people kind of be afraid to try and express themselves in authentic ways, right?
Teacher, that's a horrifying sort of...
Okay, next.
Jorge Rivera was taken from Chesterfield County Courthouse.
Another one.
It's 2:30 in the morning.
It's horrible. All these abductions from ICE. If you are a MAGA, if you voted for that, I just need to tell you that you're responsible for that, okay? The cringe is speaking like an old lady when you're a college student. What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't understand that. But anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. I got distracted.
On Thursday, and we just voted on cutting $9 billion.
In the middle of the night.
We live in literal hell.
Yeah.
Based on the clinical information submitted, it has been determined that the healthcare services could be provided in a more efficient and appropriate setting. Look at this.
So this person went to the ER for pancreatitis, and then they won't cover it because they said they should have gone somewhere other than the ER. This is our healthcare system. This is what Americans want. I mean, honestly, because if Americans really wanted something better, they would insist on it, but they don't because they believe in all the propaganda they're being fed. And also because, you don't get proper coverage of it because so much of the television news is sponsored by companies that stand to benefit from for-profit healthcare, like these drug companies, like these insurance companies. And so when you get rid of NPR, you're making it worse because they were not beholden to those companies.
ICE came to my county today in Pennsylvania.
But you're too stupid to understand that, right?
We live in literal
because you voted
hell.
for Trump. So fuck off.
ICE came to my county today.
I wasn't referring to anybody in particular, just any of you who might be out there who happen to still support the city. And here's the thing, right? I've tried to explain this, but like when I was younger, I took LSD and I had a bad acid trip. It was fucking awful, right? I mean, so when you were on acid, you sort of all of this reality that we're in, which is basically fake. Our brains create a reality. It's gone, and you see things very differently. So I was faced with the concept of eternal damnation, and you don't want it. Trust me. You better be a good person, because if not, your soul is going to be tormented for all of eternity, and that's a mighty long time. So if you voted for Trump, and you see all these people being abducted, and you see people having their health care taken away, you see all this happening, and you supported it, and you caused it because you voted for Trump, you're responsible for that. And you need to feel that instead of stopping protect your psyche from allowing you to feel those feelings, because those are real. And when you die, all that will be gone, and you're going to have to face the torment you've caused on this planet for all eternity. So you better make it right. You need to stop supporting monsters, and you need to fix it. How you fix it, that's on you. That's for you to decide.
And kidnapped 14 people. So while I'm here in my house, nice and comfortable, there are 14 people who are God knows where.
You better
but
fix it.
I will make sure that their suffering is
Your
not
MAGA's
in
out
vain,
there. You better fix it.
because the fight is local now.
You don't want to see what I've seen.
ICE came to my county today in Pennsylvania and kidnapped 14 people.
You understand what's happening, people?
So while I'm here in my house, nice and comfortable,
Listen to
there
it.
are 14 people who are God knows where. But I will make sure that their suffering is not in vain, because the fight is local now.
Okay, I
November
made
is
this
coming.
heartfelt plea that you should be responsible for the torment you cause. And this motherfucker, Little Twister, says, do you like British casual wear culture? The Fred Perry gym bag and Burberry Nova check shirt are class brother. How is that relevant to what we're talking about? You need to understand something and answer your question. I'm a married person, right? I don't give a shit about brands. Those things were given to me, and I don't give a shit about anything British. Okay, so, but can we talk? Can we maybe stick to the subject? I didn't even know it was called a Nova check shirt. And why? Oh, I've got 3 of them.
ICE came to my county today in Pennsylvania and kidnapped 14 people.
I don't really think the Fred. I mean, I could see where you would think that the Burberry Nova check shirts are classic, plural. But the Fred Perry gym bag it's basically vinyl. It's not like a quality piece of merchandise. So I don't think there's anything classy about it. And besides, a brand name. Kind of
So while I'm
embarrassing.
here in my house, nice and comfortable, there are 14 people who are God knows where.
I don't know what the subject is.
But I will make sure that their suffering
Eternal damnation for supporting MAGA.
is not in vain, because the fight is local now, and November is coming.
Just got a letter from Aetna stating
After Saddam Hussein and his henchmen, I think the ideal solution would be to cut off their fingers.
Just so you can't read the humongous letters on the screen, this is Stephen Miller, the chief of staff for Orange, penis dysmorphia. What is that disorder he has with the Venus mounds? The thing where his cankles or whatever. His chief of staff.
I don't think it's necessary to kill them entirely. We're not a barbaric people. We respect life. Therefore, torture is the way to go. Because torture people can live. Torture is a celebration of life and human.
See, torture is what you're going to have after this mortal coil is removed from you and you're faced with, your soul is faced with eternal damnation in hellfire. You know what? I mean, that's on you, Stephen Miller, but you might want to fix it. And same with all of you that support this shit. I'm telling you, you don't want to see what I've seen on LSD. You don't want to see it. You've got to be a good person. You've got to be a good person and think about every human being. Humans are all humans. And nobody deserves to be tortured or abused or killed. So it's on all of us to protect other humans. It doesn't matter what country you're from. You can't do that to people. And if you're responsible for doing that to people, you're going to have literal hell to pay. So you better fix it. This is a warning, MAGA.
We need to remember that as we enter these very dark and dangerous times in the next century. And I only hope that many of my peers and people who will be leading this country will appreciate the value and respect that torture shows towards other cultures.
He's
As
a
for
monster.
Saddam Hussein,
He thinks it's funny. He's a fucking monster.
henchman, I think the ideal solution.
But you know what? I mean, like, I just feel sorry for him because eventually he's going to feel the suffering that he's caused, and there's a lot.
Would be to cut off their fingers.
Please tell me you guys have seen this controversy with Dr. Elizabeth Potter and United Healthcare. Guys, I am Dr. Lauren Ballard. I am a general dentist.
There are more pictures of Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein than there are trans athletes in the NCAA by multiples.
I love this.
Here's the problem Trump has. I think he would throw Pam Bondi.
I gotta repeat
There are
that.
more pictures of Donald Trump
Cycle.
with Jeffrey Epstein than there are trans athletes in the NCAA by with Jeffrey Epstein than there are trans athletes. There are more pictures of Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein than there are trans athletes in the NCAA. There are more pictures of Donald
Cycle.
Trump with Jeffrey Epstein than there
Cycle.
are trans athletes in the NCAA. There are more pictures of
Cycle.
Donald Trump with Jeffrey
Cycle.
Epstein than there
Cycle.
are trans athletes in the NCAA.
I'm having an autistic
by
twitch.
multiple. There are more pictures
Cycle.
of Donald Trump
Cycle.
with Jeffrey Epstein than there are
Cycle.
trans athletes in the NCAA. By
Cycle.
multiples. Here's the
Cycle.
problem Trump has. I think he
Cycle.
would throw Pam
Yep.
Epstein than there are. There
Cycle.
are more pictures of Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein than there
Cycle.
are trans athletes in the
Autism,
NCAA
autism.
by multiples. Here's the problem Trump has. I think he would
I'll
throw
finish it.
Pam Bondi under the bus in a heartbeat. But
he
if
don't
he
give a fuck.
does, then the next attorney general has to deal with the Epstein files. And what are you going to do? A, there's no evidence that what they've all said happened. And B,
Hey, hi, Alex. I see Alex is from Australia and says hi. Well, I didn't know we were doing introductions, but I'm Madge, and I'm from Chicago, Alex. Do you talk like this? What about those two twin girls who talk at the same time? Do you know her? I like that. But they didn't really talk at the same time. That's what was so weird about it. Like, they talk at the same time, the twins that witnessed that accident, but they're not really very good at it. So it's like, what was the big deal? I don't know.
deep down, Trump doesn't want all the information released
I'm
because
bored.
I think.
Did you know
I love this
the current
lesbian
Secretary of
with her
Commerce,
little hairy
Lutnick,
clitoris.
lived directly next door to
Hairy.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes, I did know
Yes,
that. Listen to
Lutnick lives
this.
on the Upper East Side in a gorgeous townhouse.
Sorry, I just realized that the reason I knew that is because I've already watched this video. So I'm going to rewind it because I don't want to talk over it. I think this is really interesting. So
It
let's
was
watch.
owned by
Let's see.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey
Did you know that the current Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick, lived directly next door to Jeffrey Epstein? Yes, Lutnick lived on the Upper East Side in a gorgeous townhouse that was owned
Holy
by
shit, I didn't know that
Jeffrey
either.
Epstein's brother
Hold
and
on, I'm sorry, I have to rewind that. Rucksack says, just figured that YouTube defaulted to top comments when I was only seeing half the chat. Okay. I didn't know that either, but when I switched it, it looks the same. So I don't know. I guess it's all the same.
Epstein's brother sold it to Lutnick for $10. And the tabloids and the New York Post went nuts back
Sold
in
what for
$10?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I got to go back.
They reported that Hillary...
I can't.
Did you know that the current Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick, lived directly next door to Jeffrey Epstein? Yes, Lutnick lived on the Upper East Side in a gorgeous townhouse that was owned by Jeffrey Epstein's brother until Epstein's brother sold it to Lutnick for $10.
$10.
And the tabloids and the New York Post
that's
went
very
nuts back in
scandalous.
2015 when they reported that Hillary Clinton had to attend a fundraiser at Lutnick's.
See, See, it happens to everyone. I just got stuck. I just got into an Epstein hole. I got interested. That's how it happens. You get interested in these conspiracy scandals instead of the important stuff. And it just happened to me because that lesbian was wearing a hot bathrobe.
Holly just revealed the next Republican gambit. They're going to pretend to be the heroes trying to claw back the Medicaid that they just...
He hasn't done anything wrong other than not being born in this country.
Rachel Leidig is a ball of emotions. Her husband, 35-year-old
And he was hot, too.
Lemes Cardoso y Silva, or Guy, was detained on San Juan Island in Washington on Friday.
He was recording as this was going on.
Gorgeous couple. See, this is what you're supporting. This is why you have to repent and fix.
And there was a
Repent
large
and repair. Motto.
agent behind him who took his phone,
You
took
gotta
him out
do
of the
it.
car,
It's for
and
you.
pushed
I'm
him
doing this
against
for
the
you.
car and handcuffed him. All the other ICE agents were masked behind him,
Masked.
laughing and saying.
And I
they're
think I've been
blocking him.
talking about this too. I don't have it in front of me. I've been reading this book about the KKK called Fever in the Heartland. And they talk about how, the KKK wore masks and they were ordinary people in the neighborhood, but they wore the hoods, so nobody knew who they were. So it could be your next door neighbor who's a doctor, a member of the KKK, but you never knew because they were always masked. And ICE is always masked too. So if they were to somehow become unmasked, that could have a huge impact because they wouldn't be able to hide.
This time with
Originally from Brazil, Guy
Aw.
is a Sausalito-based artist who has
We
painted
need
murals
Sylvia.
across the Bay Area and the
Oh.
country. Rachel says
Okay, we can go to Sylvia. We can do Sylvia, sure. Why not? I don't mind that. Just get a new... we can have a Sylvia break. Why not? Thank you, Doug209. Sylvia Brown Montel. Well, why not? Right? No rules here.
After 17 years, 3,200 episodes, 32,000 guests, no show has given more help
Wait.
than Mon.
Thank you for saving my life.
Montel.
It's finale week and it's Wednesday, so
What
it
the fuck is
must
Sylvia?
be farewell to Sylvia Brown.
Oh.
She's been a friend of the show and to myself for the last 17 years, and every time she's here, the audience goes crazy. Before we get together with Sylvia on stage, we're going to go deep into the vault and show you some of her most unforgettable appearances.
Yes.
A farewell to Sylvia Brown finale week continues right now.
Let's see. Sylvia. Get it, honey. Get it. Word out. Enough with these title cards. Show me Sylvia.
Welcome, welcome, and thanks so
Ugh.
much for joining us today. This week we're celebrating,
Fuck
and people
off.
always... Please welcome our very special guest,
Yeah.
Sylvia Brown.
I'm so glad to be here.
How long have you been doing this, Sylvia?
39 years.
39 years. And when did you first realize that you were psychic?
When I first, they say when I was 3, but when
Right.
I first began
Yes.
to realize it was when I was 5.
5. And I mean, what was the first realization to yourself?
I told my mother that my father was having an affair.
Orgasms.
We all want to know the same things. How am I going to do in life?
It's so interesting,
Mr. Right
actually.
coming into my life?
The same thing happened to me when I was a little girl because I found out that my father was having an affair with the secretary, but I found out because I looked in his briefcase and read the love notes. No, but I'm not a psychic.
Am I
TMI.
actually okay?
Who was I in my last life? Were
Wait,
either one
I
of my
want to see
daughters
the. I don't want promotional materials. I want to see the shit.
Way to be introduced to my ability. When I was younger, I used.
I want to
You
just see
weren't-
the
you
clips.
weren't,
This is
uh,
annoying. No, I need to see.
One of the girls.
Here, you know what? I'm going to play
Imagine
my.
being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
I'm going to play my own compilations of Sylvia Brown. How do you like that?
Yes.
Sylvia, can you tell me please when can I find my vehicle?
Where you can find your what?
Vehicle? Like,
Pickle.
no. Vehicle. Like,
Can somebody help me?
I'm sorry.
So bitchy.
Like my have side heart, like my love.
Oh, you mean romantic love?
Romantic love. Yeah. Yeah.
I kept thinking you wanted a pickle. I was gonna.
Yeah.
In September.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's the answer. Look at that bitchy face. Okay. What else do I have in my Sylvia department? Sylvia Bauer. Is this me?
No. No. No.
No.
No. No. No way. No.
I don't remember doing that one, but yeah, Sylvia Brown. Sylvia Brown. Why do I? Okay. Sylvia Brown. Sylvia Brown. Sorry, this is getting boring. Sylvia Brown. Yeah. The Untold Truth. No, I don't want the Untold Truth. I want the unironic truth. Let's see. Sylvia Exposed. Pickle Quest. How did I get that far down on the Sylvia Brown? Sylvia Brown. I'm just going to say Insane Films. So I made other. I have other clips on my local computer, but I don't want to look. Oh, here.
In about a year, green leafy vegetables and more protein. Fuck you. If somebody had a hot gallbladder, you're certainly not going to give them grapeseed extract. That's just goofy. Soul recognizes soul, trust me. That's the kids. I received a proof set of coins in the mail in 1984. Who sent them? James. And your spirit guide's name is Valerie. Fuck you. Leon. A male. My father was at the end of your bed. Okay. We're hearing your spirit guide by the name of Gerard that's still with you. Fuck you. Certainly. And her name is Sally. Amanda. Sherry. Abigail. Go home. Fuck you. You're dead.
You're dead. Go home.
God love you. God bless you. God fuck you. And God keep you. And I'll see you next time.
Prepare for a motorcycle technician career in 48 weeks at Universal Technical Institute. Focus on career-specific training to graduate with skills.
So many ads on this YouTube. Here's another one. Oh, yeah.
Busy dog. Chris. From the moment Chris. Look here.
Chris.
Is that the sweetest thing?
Wait a second, Chanel. Wait a second. You're saying Sylvia Brown is a fake and a fraud? She told a man, you mean she's not a real psychic? Are you kidding? You mean she's not a real psychic? You mean psychics can be real, but she's just not a real one? She's a fraudulent psychic? I'm just kidding. What I'm saying is all metaphysics are bullshit. I've studied it. There's not a single bit of metaphysics in the universe that has ever been proven. It's all a lie. So, of course, she's a fraud. They're all frauds because there's no such thing as a psychic. There is no such thing.
You want to go home with me?
Chris.
From the moment Bye-bye, darling.
Bye-bye, darling.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All the way around, and then they couldn't add on.
What the hell?
They not, or maybe
look at those big titties.
Made a bigger play material, normal life, you know. Pay attention, but it was so marvelous to see all my friends and all my college friends, all my high school friends. And it was so cute this time. They got up and each one had a Sylvia story. And each one had a psychic Sylvia story. So if anybody ever wanted to check my authenticity about being a psychic, just go back to these people. I have 3 or 4 real
check your
girlfriends who've known
authenticity.
me since I was 6. One outfit for 20 days, and I'm thinking to myself, oh God, I hope they had laundry.
What?
I couldn't do that, you know. You have to take enough underwear, enough, you know, like for instance, if I'm wearing this today, okay, well then I could wear this on stage or another.
Grey's.
From the moment
Grass. Grass.
We have all kinds of medium. And you know what else is amazing?
Pineapple. What is mentalism? I'm not familiar. I could ask Bissy, but you mean mentalism is like a sort of intuition?
A lot of men. In fact, the last time my promoter took a sort of an overall view, and it was almost Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Jose, Petaluma, and Santa Rosa, and that wasn't even all of them.
Chris.
Bye-bye, darling.
No. Okay, let's find another one. These are all my videos, my compilations, because in a past life I was terribly obsessed with her. I don't know why.
I have something to say.
Girl.
Stop.
I'm a men.
I have something to say. Stop. Stop.
Prayers. Oh.
Girl.
I have something to say.
Girl.
That was when I used the Avid. Oh, the India crash. I'm fascinated by that. We can talk about that another time. But I want to read a funny comment because Little Twister wrote, "A mentalist is a mental case like you, lad." That's high praise. I am truly a mental patient and perhaps not as treated as I should be. Here's another one.
My guide helped me, Francine. Honolulu, lobster, and girl, girl, anal, but better.
Romantic love.
Let's talk about being dark, not good. Let's say even hot and heavy. A plum. It's not being.
It's not being.
And it's stop. Please stop. Of our people make you sick. Yeah. Now aborted Manson. Okay. God love you. I do.
Don't you love Sylvia? It's true. Thank you, Doug209, who wrote.
They don't believe how toxic
Shut the
this
fuck
is.
up with these goddamn
commercials. If you're still
commercials.
using a plastic or wooden cutting board.
Shut the fuck up. It's true. I was a professional editor, but I had to quit because I wasn't making enough money. But I was using Avid back then, which I love. It's my favorite editing tool, but it's too expensive. Like, I can't afford to do it anymore because I don't make money from it, but I love. Here, how about this one?
Today we're going to be talking about what the hell was wrong with us, but you pick. People get very confused. And the nudging spirits, they always stand to the right of you. Not to the left, they're always to the right. Not to the left, they're always to the right. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Not to the left. They never, ever lead you. To the left, to the right, to the right. They never,
Watch the eyes.
ever lead you. They never, ever leave you.
I spent a lot of time on the eyes. I'm going to play it again.
They never, ever leave you. They never, 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 never control you. But what they do try to do is ticker tape messages. Ticker tape messages.
Ticker tape.
And I also can trance.
You see the subliminal message? Give Madge money? That's me. The Madge. I just don't get dressed anymore. I thought about doing it today, but it's like TikTok doesn't play drag queens. They don't. They censor them all, unfortunately.
Today we're going to be talking about what the hell was wrong with us, but you pick. People get very confused. And the nudging spirits, they always stand to the right of you. not to the left. They're always to the right. Not to the left. They're always to the right. To the left. To the right. To the left. To the right. Not to the left. They never ever lead you to the left. To the right. To the right. They never ever lead you. They never ever leave you. Lead you. Leave you. Lead you. They never ever.
There it is.
Leave you.
Third eye.
They never 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 control you. But what they do try to do is ticker tape messages. Ticker tape messages.
Oh, it feels so good to cycle. I think everybody who listens to my show is autistic. See that message? It's a psych. Okay, let's see if there's any more. These are all my edits that I don't remember doing. Here, is this it?
Today we're going to be talking about...
Did I play this already?
Angels. 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 Angels.
Wow.
Angels, 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 so amazing. Angels, 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 so amazing. Angels, angels, so amazing. All religions, bar none, believe in angels. Angels, angels, so amazing. No one seems to argue about angels.
No one.
Angels, angels, so amazing. Angels, angels, so amazing. Angels, so amazing.
So amazing.
Angels, angels.
Really a lot. We're not even half done. Sorry.
Angels, angels, so amazing. Angels, angels. And of course, the Protestants have angels. Angels, angels, so amazing. All the holy books mention angels. Angels, 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 so amazing.
I must have been
let's talk about angels.
molested because I don't remember
Let's talk about angels. Angels.
I don't remember
so
making
amazing.
all these videos.
But let's angels. But let's talk about angels. So amazing. Angels. Angels. So amazing. Angels. So amazing. So amazing. But the big ones, angels, angels, angels,
Oh my God, is it over?
angels, so amazing. Angels, 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 angels. And I remember my angels, 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 so amazing. No one loves you. No one loves you. No one loves you. So amazing. But let's talk about angels.
Yeah.
And so do your angels. Angels, 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 so amazing. Now that's something to say.
That was not very good, to be honest. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Okay, here's Putt. Oh, this is a good one.
This has all the signs of a real haunting.
And the one little teddy bear, instead of just falling down like it normally would, went out into an arch down to the floor. And I said to the manager, "You say what? Did that frighten you?" And he said, "It sure did, Putt." So now when I go into the stock room, I bless myself and I say, "Hi, Johan. It's only me doing a day's work."
You see, in this case, Yanni Janssen is in a time warp.
Yeah, how heavy is that, huh?
There goes my TikTok. What about this one? Remember this?
This Rachmaninoff, Chopin, Tchaikovsky, Grieg. I know all about it. I know how to play it internationally. Play piano, internationally compose symphonies. God, this shit, garbage that I don't want. Why would I have to be a victim of all this garbage, the crap that you like? You know nothing about classical music, opera, nothing. You can't sing an opera, you know nothing.
No, I don't sing opera.
You know nothing.
That doesn't mean that I don't enjoy it.
Right.
You know nothing. I sing everything perfectly, note by note.
Note by note.
Nothing. Oh, God.
You can't sing an opera.
Wheel.
God on a wheel. Okay, no. Was there any more Sylvia's? Oh, I did that one already. Guilt and Sin by... Oh, this is a different... Well, these are real Sylvia videos, not by me. Spring Equinox Prayers. Did I play that one? I must have.
Spring Equinox Prayer for Morning. Dearest Mother Asna, in this time of spring equinox, we bring to you all things living and growing. These offerings, plants, and seedlings are a symbol of the growth within our own souls.
Okay, enough.
To show our love and our
sorry,
devotion.
back to TikTok now. I'm sorry. Going back to TikTok. So, yes, the Supreme Court said Biden couldn't cancel student loans without Congress, but Trump can dismantle the entire Department of Education. So the Supreme Court is compromised. Welcome back. Welcome back to reality.
The speculation sites are saying it's a 70% chance of winning.
I hope you enjoyed the Sylvia Brown break.
Right now.
Mm-hmm. Can you criticize Israel without becoming anti-Semitic?
Of course you can. And, this is one of the points that
in December of 20.
Let's see what else we have.
I'm not sure people are really wrapping their heads around just how enormous ICE is about to get. The GOP tax...
It looks like a hair lip. Let's see.
There is a video floating around of little girls being shackled together and put into a transportation van by ICE agents.
Hi, I'm an immigration attorney. I'm begging you, please do not scroll. I need help. I currently have a client who's in Alligator Alcatraz. Without saying too much about this case, because I want...
Hey everyone, Eric Kelly here with more breaking news. A leaked memo obtained by the Washington Post shows ICE is now authorized to deport immigrants to countries they're not even citizens of.
Okay, so this, I don't fucking understand for the life of me. Like, how can you deport somebody to, like, Sudan if they're from Venezuela? How? I just don't understand that. Like, is that legal? I mean, what do they do with them? It makes no sense. It's just not just inhuman, but bizarre.
Sometimes with just 6 hours.
Are they still doing that?
What is? Under this new Trump-era policy, ICE can send people to, quote, alternative countries, even if they don't speak the language, have family there, or have any connection at all. The Supreme Court's conservative majority cleared the way for this.
Yep.
Hey everyone, it's Representative Dr. Anavias Kamani. I'm here in the...
Say that. These are people, did you see the background on some of those people, on some of those detainees?
With his
see
high
the horrific
heels.
crimes some of them have
But they're
done?
still saying there's a
You're
lack
seeing
of
what I'm
water, there's a lack
No. Oh, no. They're complaining about, they're saying some of the porta-johns aren't properly certified. I mean, give me a break. First of all, what's the plumbing going to be like in their...
What's the plumbing going to be like in hell when you're suffering eternal damnation, Miss High Heels? So, I would like to ask Jambalaya, even though you're probably a bot who says, I love everything Trump is doing. Do you love this? Do you love this? Because what's going to happen is, Jambalaya, if you're actually a human being and not a bot, which I suspect is not the case, then when you do finally become released from your mortal coil, you're going to be faced with internal hellfire due to your being a horrible person. So you might as well fix the shit now, because you don't want to face that, trust me, and you're welcome. These are the people that pick your strawberries for you for very little money.
We have some big news right now. Nearly 1/3 of the migrants being sent to the Alligator Alcatraz detention facility in the middle of the Everglades.
Oh, no. Okay. Let's see. Are you a robot too? Where are you from, Steeler69? Where are you from? Where's your family from? You're an illegal immigrant unless you're a Native American. Actually, if you look at all these people, they all have, they're all indigenous Americans. So you stole their land from them. And now you're stealing it from them again, from the people. You're killing the people you didn't kill last time. You're disgusting. But the thing is, you can call them whatever you want. But if you can't feel the pain you're causing, Steeler69, when you get released from this life, from this mortal coil, all of the horrible things you've done to other people, and this is you, right? This is you, Steeler69, because you're allowing this to happen. You're behind these human rights abuses. You're behind the 15-year-old that went to Alligator Alcatraz and has to drink out of a toilet and is getting attacked by wasps and other insects in Florida. You're doing that to them, and you're responsible for it, and you're going to face that eventually. Your soul is going to have to face that. And by me telling you this, I'm doing a favor that you don't deserve. But I'm hoping that by telling you, you'll feel what it is to be a human being, because you're not feeling it. And it's really sad. You need to feel what it's like to be a human being, because if you felt what it's like to be a human being, you'd know that this could happen to you or your children or your parents, because we're all the same. So I suggest you get in touch with your humanity and stop doing this to people.
Don't have a criminal conviction and don't have pending criminal charges. This is new information reported by the Miami Herald and underscores that the people being sent. We have some big news right now. Nearly 1/3 of the migrants being sent to the Alligator Alcatraz detention facility in the middle of the Everglades don't have a criminal conviction and don't have pending criminal charges.
Yeah.
This is new information reported by the Miami Herald and underscores that the people being sent to this facility are not the worst of the worst, as the DeSantis administration is claiming. Remember, this is a Florida...
Right? I mean, what else do you need to know? Look at this. Look at this bullying in a hospital. You know. Yeah. These fuckers. This is the KKK. And look at this guy. These people have brown skin. This is a black guy. I mean, his family was probably enslaved, and he's doing this to people now. What a shame. If he wasn't able to wear that mask, he wouldn't be able to do this.
I have a major PSA this evening. It is so easy to forget the fact that there is a detention center in the middle of the Everglades, 85-degree heat, pouring rain right now as we speak, and over 750 undocumented migrants are there facing human rights abuses every day. It's so easy to forget that because we see the MAGA infighting, because we see all the other news coming out in this 24/7 news cycle, but I need your help. We need to keep reminding people of what is happening, not just in the Everglades detention facility dubbed Alligator Alcatraz.
I don't know why we're pretending this is complicated. ICE wears masks because we saw what happened at Nuremberg when the Gestapo didn't.
And KKK too.
I don't know why we're pretending this is complicated. ICE wears masks because we saw what happened at Nuremberg when the Gestapo didn't.
The latest video to send shockwaves from San Diego immigration court through the immigrant community is actually not of an immigrant, but a 71-year-old U.S. citizen named Barbara Stone.
I was surprised. It felt like an out-of-body experience.
Stone was handcuffed and held by federal agents for 8 hours on Tuesday, according to her family.
This is from the handcuffs, so I have a large bruise there. I feel mentally and psychologically traumatized.
71 years old.
In video of the incident, which was shared with NBC7, you see the moment tensions boiled over.
She's a
and an
US
officer
citizen,
says
for God's
Stone
sake.
pushed her. Stone denies that. NBC7 made several attempts to contact ICE about the incident.
It's a death trap.
You think people are going to die?
Yes, absolutely, people are going to die. There is no world in which makeshift tents or even temporary trailer setups would be able to withstand even a tropical storm. So there's wind ratings for
they're gonna fucking die if
every
there's a storm.
housing structure that's built in South Florida. And South Florida is at the highest.
The bottom line is our government doesn't think that these people are human beings and doesn't treat them like human beings. That's all I have to say. Thanks for listening.